This is for the hopeless, the harassed, the hurting, and the hurried. Psychologists call them adolescents. It seems like a cold clinical word for the energy and enthusiasm they bring, the fear and the fed-up anxiety within them. We have two goals: show up and show them Jesus. That's all we do.
So we will show up.
To our high school and college friends.
We'll show up to your football game,
In your lunchroom.
At your practice.
We will be on campus.
We'll show up where you work.
We will ask you to hang out after school.
you'll see us.
We're going wherever you are.
And we'll keep showing up.
You are more than an adolescent.
You are my friend.
You'll ask why we're there.
You'll ask if we have friends our own age.
And we'll keep showing up.
The first time I met Lainey was whenever she come to our salsa party at South Greene, and we had to eat a bunch of different types of salsa, and it was really fun. But at the same time, Lainey met all of us and gave us a huge hug, even though we didn't even know you at the time. And you forgot to tell us your name. You just hugged us and you was like, "Hey guys!" But you've always been so welcoming, and you've made a friend group with all the seniors and the juniors, but you've pulled us all together because I feel like this year it's been a little bit different, but you've pulled us all together. And Lainey shows up at least once a week and hangs out with us, and sometimes we don't even have Young Life Club at school, and she still shows up to talk with us. And I know my whole table enjoys it, and I see the faces of everybody else light up when Lainey walks in because we're all so excited to tell her about our week or what we're gonna do, and she's always excited to tell us what's happening in her life. And it's just great to know I have a friend, no matter what. I can text Lainey if I need her. I know I can call upon you anytime I need. Whenever you show up for us, it's the best thing because I know that you're not like my parent. You don't have to, but you still decide to show up for us and you decide that we are your group. And I will never be the same.
The first time I came to Young Life, it was a Monday after track, actually. I was with Zay, and he was like, "I'm going to Young Life." Pull up, came with him. Walking in, seeing everyone having fun, I was like, all right, well, there's nothing to really feel stressed about. Mind you, I just moved here, as a freshman. But yeah, walking in here, it was just this feels like home. My favorite part of Young Life Club has gotta be the singing. It's stress relieving, always hopping in the front. I don't really be caring. It's just everyone's together, and singing their hearts out is something special. Being at Young Life and hearing it from hearing a story from someone else's perspective is just something that I can carry with me and just think about. And I'll never be the same.
When I first started going to campaigners, I believed in God. I've always believed in God, but it was just not something I was living towards, I guess. I wasn't really all in. I was yes, I believe in God, but I wasn't really living for him. And campaigners helped me in every step of the way. I was able to find a good church, and then I was able to find a lot of friends that understood. Every person in my campaigners group showed up to my baptism after I got baptized at the church I started going to. And then after I started going to my church, I was in and out of this is difficult, I didn't understand. And there was this one particular chapter in Exodus that I just had no idea what was going on. I was like, what's a tabernacle? And then me and Katie had a talk at the Young Life office for literally 2.5 hours about what Exodus is, what was the point, and it just helped me break it down into small things, and it made me understand so much more, and it was just so meaningful to me, that experience. And I'll never be the same.
15 minutes every single, or both years. At Sharp Top, we had 15 minutes by ourselves, alone, just you and the Lord, and then at Carolina Point, it was the same way. At Sharp Top, I remember genuinely feeling his hands on my shoulders, and I remember right after the 15 minutes was up, I ran up to Kane, and I was gonna dap him up and just say like, you all right, like you good? And I did it and I hugged him and I just started crying. I was bawling. And then this time at Carolina Point, I did the same thing with Dylan. It's so powerful whenever you just feel all the pressure and weight lifted off your shoulders from anything that you're dealing with. Sharp top, first that cabin time, it's at the end of the day, every single day we'd talk about whatever. We'd have Judge or Adam would have a list of things, of questions that we'd go over. And this year at Carolina Point, I feel like I was one of the older guys leading it, and not leading it, but answering the questions and staying, like, getting everybody else to answer questions even though they didn't really want to, but I could just see it on their face that they needed to. And I will never be the same.
Young Life College has had a huge impact on my faith and my life in general, because going into college, I think it's such a hard time. We have to go and find our identity and like make choices by ourselves, and it's just so hard if you don't have somebody leading you. So my freshman year, I made the decision that I was going to join small groups and everything, but Tusculum being such a small campus, they don't have that. And in my sophomore year, Young Life College came along, and I was so excited to get to meet y'all and be in this small group that just grows my faith and just pushes me closer to Jesus. This summer, the Lord tested me, and he was like, asking me what I find my identity in, and I was like, you know what? He was like, I know the answer, but do you know the answer? And I was like, yeah, like it's been sports my whole life. That's what I've done. And he's like, okay, take that away. And I was like, okay, but like, what do you want me to do? Like, how can I surrender to you and serve you better? And when school started, you met me and was like, come for coffee, like just talk to me because I want you to be a leader. And you've been trying to get me for a few years, but I was like, I'm too busy, I can't. So the Lord closed those doors of sports and opened this to be a leader, and it's such a blessing that I get to be what you are for us and just pour into others and just show the love of Jesus and point them to him.
And in all that we do and say, we will tell you the greatest story ever told. The story of a Savior who loves you unconditionally, who wants a relationship with you right where you are. The story that has changed our lives forever.
And we will never be the same.